Hey guys, welcome back to Feed the Beast Ultimate. Back in our Skyblock. Welcome back everyone. Looks like it is early morning here in our Skyblock world. Sun's just rising and I've done a few things since the last episode. Just did a little cleaning up, little building here and there. Cleaned up this little area here back towards our slime farm. As you can see here, went ahead and changed up from the blue and did the light zycorodite bricks. Enclosed our slime farm, as you can see. Looks pretty good. Big guy in the back there, still doing his job, but he gets the job done, you know. I'm happy with him. At least he kills the slimes. Everything's working nice and fine, I think. Look at this, check it out. Let it spawn some in real quick. Oh yeah. Then our little wood golem here is gonna take care of all the slime balls that he's gonna pick up and put into our system. So it looks like it's working pretty well. And you guys also recommended using the melee turtles, the melee turtles, however you want to pronounce it, and that they would drop experience as well. But my plan is to replace these bricks down here eventually with some brain in the jars from Thaumcraft, and that's going to be able to hold, I believe, about 30 levels of experience. And I would like to replace just about every single one of these with a brain in the jar. That way, when I let this thing run for a little while, it has plenty of time to fill up all of these for experience, and we'll have plenty of rubber. In fact, I probably wouldn't even really need to run it into an extractor. I know I'd, lose a couple pieces of rubber from it, but this is going to be producing quite a bit of slime, and I don't know how much experience generally on average slimes yield from like maybe a large slime, so it might be on for a little while just to generate quite a bit of experience. I'm not sure yet, but eventually I want to replace him with some of those other Thaumcraft golems. They're like little guardian golems, I think, like iron golems, and possibly get them fitted with some visors, which will allow the experience to drop from these slimes. So we'll work on that a little bit later, but let's go ahead and get started for today. Now, I've been doing quite a bit of applied energistics things lately. I know, I've been just talking so much already, I'm losing myself. Done quite a bit of applied energistics lately, and I want to go ahead and continue that because I really like the mod so far, and I think there's something else we can actually do, and that is get ourselves some crafting going. So let's go ahead and start on that. As you see, I moved my tinker table back a little bit because I'm going to be putting all of our crafting stuff right in here. All right, now this room's still going to be filled with other things later on, but for now I think we'll be all right moving that aside. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's open this up. Go into our item subsets, into our mod, and shift-click on Applied Energistics. And now it's going to show us everything from the Applied Energistics mod. And we're looking for the ME crafting terminal. All right, so if I click on this, we're going to want crafting table, some iron, glass, ME access terminal. Yeah, that's not too bad. All right, do I have any of that stuff in here? Not really. All right, well, let's pull a little bit of iron out. Let's see, let's pull out some quartz. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pull out a little bit of wood for our crafting tables. What else are we going to need? Redstone, right? Redstone. Grab a stack of redstone. I think we're going to need some of those basic circuits. I don't know if I have any made up. I got some advanced ones made up. I don't know if I got a couple basic made up. All right. What about those conversion things? Those conversion matrices. It helps save us a little bit of time. Ah, look, there we go. We got 3 of them. Didn't see them. All right, so we got that done. Let's see, can we get ourselves maybe a regular crafting table in here? Because I don't think these things work with the shift click on the recipe thing here, the question mark. All right, so we're also going to need some ME cabling. So let's type in CA. Let's get us some cabling out. And now, if we shift-click that, we're still missing glass. All right, that's all right. I got some glass made up. Oops. Just getting ahead of myself, guys. No problem. There we go. So now I can make 3 of them. But we don't need that many. We don't need that many. Thank you, though. I appreciate the offer. We're still going to need a storage cell. Which, we can actually make one. And we should be good to make our crafting terminal. Sweet. Awesome. So this thing is ready to go. Now, I gotta hook it up to our network, and I think the way that I want to do this is actually running it... I think I might run it on the roof. Right here. I think this will work. Alright, so I got my ME cabling. And just for the sake of this, I'm just going to run this up and out. Alright, so I'm going to run it this way because I got to hook it up to our network. There we go. And let's see, where's that room end off? I think the room ends off right there, so we'll go ahead and dig down here. See if we can't get this working right here. Perfect. There we go. All right. Ooh, he's close. There's our terminal right there. Perfect. Right, and then all we got to do is hook up a cable like so. And now our crafting terminal should be hooked up to our network. Once we install it, that is. See, I might just put it right there, eye level, perfectly, just like that. Yeah, I don't really like the wire hanging up there, though. You know, it kind of looks cool like that, but I don't know if I really want to do that. But let's take a look. We got our ME crafting terminal here, the C crafting terminal, and from here we can pretty much just about make anything from our terminal with this little crafting square, so it's pretty neat. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to make something else up for us, because we're going to wind up making a large structure in just a minute, and we'll be able to use it for it when we get there. So I'm going to make this ME crafting monitor. We're going to need a basic processor, some glass, some iron ingots, and an ME cable. All right, not too bad. So an ME cable, glass, iron ingots, and what was it? Was it the conversion thingy majigger? No, it was a basic processor. All right, do we have any of those? Ooh, doesn't look like we do. All right, well, let's grab a little bit of gold. Let's get our quartz cutting knife. Let's come over here and place quartz. Actually, we need silicon too, don't we? Do we have any cooked up? Oh, sweet, we do. Nice. Good. Good, 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 good. All right, silicon at the bottom. Quartz there. Redstone on the side. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm sorry. Gold there. I was like, what? Let me go ahead and make up 8 of those for now. That should be just fine. All right, and let's go ahead and throw these in our electric furnace. Got some more glass made up because I noticed I was running a little bit low. Let's go ahead and throw that back into our system. Should have a couple of these done now. Let's go ahead and wait for this next one. We'll pick the rest of them up a little bit later. Oh, I already had one on me. No wonder why I couldn't find them. They were on my person. That's always good to have these things laying around anyway. So there we go. An ME crafting terminal. Let's put those back in there. So I'm gonna break that. There we go. Wait, did I get my cable back? I guess I did. All right, and we're gonna place him right. Oops, unable to communicate with controller. I understand this, but there you go. Now you can. You should be able to. Yep, there you go. Now that looks a little bit better in my opinion. All right, doing good so far, I like to think. All right, sweet. All right, let's put everything else back in our system, back in our network. All right, so this is our crafting room so far. Well, we're not done just yet, because I want to get some automated crafting going. So let's look at possibly making up some of these ME assembler containment walls. We're going to need some of these. So we're going to need some iron ingots, gold, and quartz. It's not too bad. So quartz goes in the center. Gold goes there. Iron in the corners. That's going to make us some ME assembler containment walls. Now, if you guys notice, there's only one of each of these in here, so it kind of acts like a project table of sorts. I can just sit here and click on these, and it pulls it out of my network. I think I'm going to need like 25 of these or something like that. Ooh. I was afraid of that. I was afraid I was going to have enough gold. That stinks. Alright, we're going to have to grab some diamonds. So let's go ahead and make up some gold ourselves. I'm going to have to get me some more quarries going. Alright, I think that'll work. I think we need just 25. If not, I can probably make a few more up. Alright, now, essentially I would like to have this guy down here with the rest of my applied energistics stuff. And I'm thinking right there, because I got all these chests over here. I guess I could put it right there in that corner, but... You know what? I think I might just go ahead and put it right here. And in fact, I might go ahead and just open up this wall. And kind of have it sitting out a little bit. Alright, so we're going to need a 3x3. And I believe it needs to be 4 tall. Ooh, missed that block. Give me that back. Ooh, one too many. Alright, so this is how it needs to look. So we're going to have 10 more blocks to fill in these areas here. And these. And then we'll have 2 blocks in the center that we need to go cook up too. So let's go do that real fast. Oh, this place is looking awesome. This place is coming together very well. I like the way it's working out for us. Alright, let's put everything back. And we'll put that back in there. We don't need that right now. So we're going to need some of these ME heat vents. Alright, so we're going to need some iron bars. We should have some of those made up. Some ME cables and some more iron ingots. So not too hard to make. Let's see. Let's type in... Oops. Alright, good. We do have a little bit of iron bars made up. And we need some... ME cabling. There we go. So I'm going to need like 10 of these, I think. Uh-oh, we ran out of bars. Darn it. Now we only got 1 ME cable left. Actually, no, we got more. See, I'm already confuzzling myself. Alright, that should work. 16 more iron bars. Alright, and now we're going to need to make probably the more expensive part of this whole multi-block structure, which is this guy, the ME pattern provider. Alright, so I'm going to need 2 conversion matrices. I don't know if I have those. Do I have those? Alright, yeah, I got 2. I'm going to still need another 2, though. Alright, and I'm going to need some advanced processors. I think we have those. Yep, we got 2. Actually, we got enough. We got 4, but we're going to pull out 2. Alright, and then we're going to need 2 crafting tables. Whoops, what am I doing here? I wish there was an easy way to get out of there. I'm so used to pushing E to get out of this screen. There we go. 2 crafting tables ready to go. And we're going to need some more storage cells. So, I don't think we have any basic processor. We got 1 in there, but we're going to need 2 more. So let's grab those. Let's grab some redstone. Let's grab some iron. I think we need quartz for this too, don't we? Let's grab some quartz. Yeah, there we go. We got this, guys. Don't worry, we got it. Alright, 2 more of those. Done. Not a problem. And now we're going to need some storage cells. So, basic processor in the center, quartz. and redstone. So we're going to need 2 of these storage cells. All right, that's done. And now looks like we're ready to go. So we'll put those there, storage cells there, crafting tables on top, iron ingots in the corners, and conversion matrices on the edges. And we have 2 ME pattern providers. Awesome. All right, let's put everything else back into our network. And let's go finish up our multi-block structure. All right, so our heat vents are gonna go in these spaces here to finish filling it in. So it looks pretty cool so far, I think. ME pattern provider is gonna go in the center. And our last 2 heat vents, oops, right here. Ah, look at that. That thing looks pretty awesome. I like the way that looks in this texture pack. It's so clean, and I like the blue and the gray. Looks clean, I like that. All right, so if we right click on this, our ME molecular assembler chamber, and we have 2 pages of, well, room for pattern. Now we can make this a little bit bigger, but I didn't really want to make this too big because, well, I don't really have a whole lot of room in here. And if I do need more room for, like, all of our patterns that we're going to be making, I could just clear some of this out. But for now, I think this will work. Now, we're not done just yet. But wait, there's more. We actually have a few more things to make up. Now, I'd like to actually make us up a... This guy, the ME pattern encoder. And we're going to need another conversion matrix, another crafting table, and some iron ingots. All right, not too bad. And what did we need for the conversion matrices? We actually make quite a bit of those. We had to probably make some more of those up. Wait, don't we need... For this... Okay, yeah, we do need the basic processor, so let's go ahead and grab those. All right, so basic processor. Pretty sure the iron goes in the corners. Redstone goes on the sides, right? Quartz on the top and the bottom. Just go ahead and make 4 of those up for now. All right, so crafting table there. Put those back in the system. Let's grab some iron. There we go, an ME pattern encoder. And I'm gonna put this guy right there. Perfect. Now we got this line coming out from our ceiling. And we can do a lot with this. There's actually quite a bit of power just sitting right here in the center of our room. It's pretty awesome. Also, guys, if you guys have any tips for lighting in my base, let me know, because I'd like to have something a little bit different than torches. I think there's plenty of mods that we have installed that probably have a lot of different light attributes to them and to the world. Better than just torches or these sulfur torches or aluminum torches or whatever they're called. I'd like to have some type of different lighting. I know they got those light blocks. What are those called? Lamps. I know about the lamps. I was thinking about something a little bit different, possibly. What about these cage lamps? Some of these cage lamps might look kind of cool around the whole area. I don't know if there's anything else. Salamander's eye. That sounds interesting. Oh, there is a recipe. Might have to make that up a little bit later. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look for some lights to light up our whole workshop. All right, so we're still not done yet. Let's go ahead and head back to our mod and apply Energistics. Whoops. There we go. And we want to actually make up some patterns, so we need these blank patterns here. So we're going to need some iron ingots, glowstone, glass, and quartz. Iron on the bottom. Quartz in the center. Glowstone on the top, left, and right. And glass, which should be hanging around here somewhere right there. All right, so let's go ahead and make up about, I don't know. We'll make up 16 of them for now. Actually, let's go ahead and pull one of each out. Got an idea. And let's see. Let's grab these pieces of rubber. Let's grab some refined iron. Grab a little bit of copper. Some redstone. A little bit of wood. A little bit of cobblestone. And might as well go ahead and do a little bit of gold. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to make up some patterns real quick. And we're going to put our blank pattern right here in this slot here. And first off, I think we'll go ahead and make us a copper cable pattern. So if I go ahead and click encode, you can see now we have copper cable. That's encoded onto this little disk. And I don't even need to hold shift. I just click all that stuff out of the way. All right, now if I take that, let's actually grab some copper cable. And we'll go ahead and make us up a pattern for the electronic circuit. Encode. All right, so now we have a pattern for the electronic circuit. Let's get rid of all that. Let's go ahead and make one up for the patterns, because I might need some more of those later on. Blank ME pattern. Let's go ahead and put a pattern in there, and we'll encode that on there. So now we can make blank ME patterns. All right, that's looking good so far. Another thing we like to make a lot of are pistons. Let's go ahead and encode that pattern as well. Sweet. So this is what's going to help us to automatically craft items. And we'll go ahead and put our gold ingot there, glass there, iron there, and that's going to give us a machine frame. Go ahead and encode one of those two. Now, am I missing anything? What do I need to do storage cells? I need a basic processor. I don't have any of those made up, I don't think. Alright, that's alright. Oh, another one. We use quite a bit of RE batteries. Let's go ahead and make one of those up. Make a pattern up for that. There we go. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and take all these items that we have in here and just toss them all back into our system. Clean out our inventory a little bit. Make our way back to our molecular pattern assembly machine. Chamber thing, and we'll shift click all of our items in there. As you can see, the items are showing up, but that's only as I'm holding shift. As soon as I let go, back to the little drive images, but if you hover over them, it will tell you which is what. All right, now if we head back up to our system, and I think we can actually do this from our regular terminal as well, as long as we don't have any of those items in our system. But I'm going to go ahead and do it from our crafting terminal here. Now if I click on this, it should show us craftable items. Now, I think most of the items we have... Actually, I guess not. Do we have everything in there? Hold on, let me think. Let's see. So, RE... I might have messed up. That's interesting. Why isn't that showing up? Maybe I'm missing it. Let's go see if I couldn't find the RE battery in there. Like, I'm not seeing it. Wait, hold on. Alright, well, what about a piston? Well, piston's not showing up either. Oh! That's right. I forgot. Oh, the patterns aren't showing up. Well, because we don't have it hooked up, guys. We actually have to hook up this machine to our network, and I totally forgot all about that. Now, we should have our line running to our pulverizer and our powered furnace straight this way. So, there it is. Let's go ahead and bust this open. Man, I totally forgot all about that. I was getting all excited and stuff. Man, that's what I get. Alright, let's go ahead and run this over. It's not wanting to go. It's not wanting to go. Just do this a little bit easier on us. There we go. Sweet. Alright, so now it's hooked up. Now we should be able to craft those items. They should actually be showing up in our system now. So now if I type in RE, you can see we have the RE battery there. And you see underneath it, it says craft, because I don't have any in the system. So if I push, we'll say 2. I want it to make me 2 RE batteries. I'm going to hit begin, and it should make us 2 RE batteries. Now we have 2. I can do the same with electronic circuits, which we have some copper in there already, which we already have some electronic circuits in there. But if, say for instance, I pull those out, well, we need some more. Let's go ahead and make 2. Hey, look at that. We got 2 more electronic circuits already. That's pretty nifty. Now, what about some pistons? Ooh, we're out of pistons too. You know what? Let's go ahead and make 32 pistons. Begin. All right, so you can see it's working, making us up some pistons. And there you have it. 31. Oh, didn't get to make 32. So let's look at our crafting monitor, see what we're missing. We're missing some wooden planks. I think I know where I have some at. Oh, we got some oak wood planks in here. Now, let's see about adding those to our system real quick. Coming back up to our terminal and seeing if there's an issue now. Oh, it's gone. All right, well, let's go ahead and type in piston. We should have 32 in there then. And we do 32 pistons. What do you know? Pretty nifty. I like that. All right, well, I think that's going to about wrap that part up of Applied Energistics for me today. I did a little bit of expansion out in our steam room as well, because I actually want to put some of our engines over here on this side for power generation. Right now I'm only using these 2 little industrial steam engines right here to power our refinery, which it's doing a great job at doing, and you see it's not working right now, and because, well, it's full up on fuel, and this is full up on fuel too, and we're still doing pretty good on oil. I'll just go out and find me another oil spout sometime, and that should fill this thing right on up. So this is going to give us an ample amount of power. You can see we're not really using a whole lot at all of steam right here for these 2 little steam engines. So I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to go ahead and make up a few more steam engines real quick. And let's see, we got that there. We got stone gears. Gonna need a little bit more steel, so let's go ahead and type in steel. I should have some ready to go. I can leave that down there. Let's go ahead and make up 8 of these guys. So that's gonna make us 4 more industrial steam engines. Let's go ahead and type in glass. Let's get us a little bit of glass out. Pistons there. Steel plates on the top. Steel gears on the side, and that'll give us some industrial steam engines. There we go, 4 of them. That's all I need. I don't need more than that. All right, let's go ahead and put these back. Let's type in redstone. Okay, our redstone energy cells are pretty much full, except for that one. That one's almost full. Let's grab these energy conduits. Let's get some liquid ducts, and let's go hook these guys up real fast. All right, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and run this line right here. All right, so that line is full of steam. And let's go ahead and plunk these guys down. And in front, we'll put the energy conduits, because I'll probably make a few more up here eventually as well. You know what, I might actually... I don't know where I want to put that, but I think I might wind up making an energy tesseract later on. That way, these guys are always pumping into at least some type of power source, and an energy tesseract will be able to transport power. Now, around the base here, it shouldn't be too bad because, well, it's not going to be going too far. Now, if I, like, powered the quarry at the mainland, it would probably take quite a bit of power in order to do that, I imagine. Now I believe there's a loss that's already taken out, no matter the distance anyway, just for using the energy tesseracts, I believe. And I think that's like 25% by default, so yeah. Not sure how I'm going to do this, but if I have to actually wire it up with the energy conduit, then I will. I got a whole big area to do it with, right underneath here. And I'm not afraid to do it anymore. Not with my suit. Check me out. I can fly. Alright, so let's go ahead and see about getting these guys working. They should already have some steam. Okay, no they don't. Forgot, I think I need to apply a signal to them. So let's go ahead and grab... don't have any levers in there. So let's see if we have any levers in here. We do. Let's grab one. Do we have any redstone? Oops. We have some red alloy wiring. Yep, we do. That'll work. So if I take this, you think I'll be able to make it down that way? You think that'll work? Should. Should. If I can turn it on like this, if I can turn that lever on like that on this, and it comes on, then it should activate through blocks like that too. Ah, look, it does work. Alright, good. Alright, so these guys are getting steam. Looks like they are not getting enough steam. Alright, well I can fix that. Just add some more steam. Alright, that should do it. Alright, yep, there we go. Now the steam's going up. Just making sure that this is enough steam for them, so when I turn them on later. I'll probably have to add some more when I put some more engines down. But there we go. So yeah, that's going to fill them right up. Or at least close enough. They're at least producing 8 MJ per tick, which is what I believe the max is. And I'll probably wind up pulling this lever up a little bit more. Alright, let's go ahead and turn those off because I really don't need to have those on right now. Do I have any more infernal brick? We do. Well, I am going to go ahead and finish this up right here. And I think that's about going to wrap us up for today. If you guys have any ideas of anything you guys might want to see me work on, by all means, let me know. Put it down in the comment section below. If you guys have any tips, tricks, or comments, you know, any helpful suggestions you guys would like to throw my way from today's episode as well, you're welcome to do that. I love reading y'all's suggestions. Y'all always give me some really good ideas. Sometimes I like to build off of them. And that's gonna wrap it up for me. Ooh. Actually fix that right there. I don't like that lip. And like I said, if you guys have any helpful ideas for lights in our base, I would greatly appreciate it because, well, having torches down here doesn't seem very safe. Not with all the fuel and all that stuff that's flying around, and probably the fumes. I can imagine that's probably not good. Well, I mean, I know we're not going to blow up or anything. I'm just saying. Technically, if it was like real, it'd be a little crazy down here. But I think that'll work. Then I'd also need another way to get up and down from here. So I might have to expand this wall up a little bit later on too. I might even do that off camera. Alright guys, well that's it. If you guys would rate the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you guys then. Goodbye.